Look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. All of this pathology behind me here means I am finally ready to get this loft organized. And this thing has definitely proved its worth. It was no trouble at all getting all that stuff from up there to down here. Now all I got to do is turn this weirdly shaped space into something useful. This isn't going to be a terribly complex build. I'm not going to have any sirens or anything, but I am going to have to fit as many shelves as I can in this very oddly shaped space. And then I'm going to do something different down below. So if you just like watching things get built, take an edible, relax, and follow along. That's what I did. Not everything fits on the left. I was going to use MDF for this, but that was like $48 a sheet. When I saw the OSB was less than $9, well, by Grepthar's hammer. And for that kind of price, I think I can risk a few splinters. Hello? What? Yeah, it's like from the 70s. Oh, okay. I can only really stand up right in the middle. So I gotta keep moving around like a land strider from the Dark Crystal. Ah, me. What are you here, Starbuck? Nerd. Oh. I'm using all the tiger balm tonight. Oh, hello, little spider. Checking out the gun show? All right. Gonna call it a day. Come back to this in the morning. Ow! So I spent quite a bit of time in Fusion modeling up this whole area because I want to make the most efficient use of the space possible, which is difficult because, well, this roof line is not ideal. As a matter of fact, I ripped 1/2 inch off of all of these 2x4s just to ensure that I could fit one more bin on the top shelf. Now I've got to get all of these shelves up into a frame, and I'm doing it entirely by myself in a cramped space, and one of these is almost 15 feet long. I actually laid awake a little while last night trying to figure out exactly how this was going to go. Spoiler alert, clumsily. Oh, whoa! Yeah. That's one. Yeah, something I didn't think of. Attaching this top one first, it's squeezing these, which makes it harder to lift. There we go. Okay, yeah. Really don't like sticking my head under there. Should have kept a running tally of how many times I hit my head. Hit my head again. One more. Worst part about this, these things get heavier the further along I get. Oh, please don't collapse. I got storage. Oh, I still got to do another one. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to end up on Aussie Man Reviews? It's like a mystery house where you walk to the back and it looks like you get bigger. I got another riddle for you. Ah! Yeah, I deserved that one. I cannot believe how different it is up here now. Yeah, so basic 2x4 construction. I've added some backstops to each of the shelves on this side. That way nothing, ends up sliding off of the loft and I end up with a roadrunner situation. Unfortunately, despite my planning, I'm still unable to fit two of these up here. As it turns out, this roof line is 3 inches shorter over here than it is over here, which is where I measured. This whole workshop is crooked. I blame my brother, really. But that's fine. I can fit plenty of things in each of these spaces, and I've got plenty of shelf space to store everything now. Now, down on the first floor, I have floors now. I've got a space underneath where I'm going to try a completely different storage solution. Anybody familiar with Twin Arrows, Arizona? I stole this back when they finally chainsawed down the billboards. Before I installed these stairs, there's a video on these, by the way, where you can tell me how stupid and dangerous they are. This area was, well, just basically packed with stuff. This wall over here, well, I had a row of shelves here where I kept mostly a ton of these ubiquitous Sterilite bins in which I keep, a lot of parts and small tools. And the ones you saw me remove from over here, well, they were kind of useless. They were too far apart. They were starting to sag. So I am now turning this side into a French cleat wall, which initially is going to be primarily for putting all of these back. Anyone else feel like an assassin when they do that? I think I'd be really good at the job. If you've ever wondered, by the way, my go-to finish for shop projects is Total Boat's Halcyon. You can use it for much finer stuff, of course, but I like it for stuff like this because it's super easy to apply, it dries pretty fast, and it's durable. In fact, it's what I used on my loft stairs. I'm going to put a link down in the video description where you can pick some of this up. How does that happen? This is where AI gets us. One job. In order to make the most efficient use of this space, I had to make these shelves kind of shallow, but they still stick out kind of far. And because of that, I noticed that if I accidentally bump these sideways, they have a tendency to unseat themselves. So I can still arrange this wall however I want. These screws are just to lock them in place. Also, I made myself a double-decker version of these for the smaller 6-quart bins, of which I had many more than I thought I did. I'll have to diagram that sentence later, in my free time. By the way, if you're serious about organizing your shop, I highly recommend you get one of these. As far as I'm concerned, a label maker is the sexiest tool a man can own. I actually have 2 of these. I got one so I could label the other one. This is a Brother P-Touch. P-Touch sounds kind of dirty, doesn't it? What do you got going on tonight? Oh, nothing, just an evening of P-touching with my brother. All right, let's finish this up. And I can tell you, I've already noticed a marked improvement in the efficiency of this shop after having finished the upstairs. And finally, having all of my small parts and materials in one place is going to make it so much easier for me to find what I'm looking for. I have already uncovered stuff that I misplaced months ago. If you would like to help support this channel and keep me making videos like this when I've got a Patreon account, it's linked down below. There's bonus content over there. I do behind the scenes updates. I also usually do what's called a post-mortem video where I talk about the details behind each of my projects. That usually goes up several days after the main video. So follow the link below and you should get notified when it goes up. Now, I'm going to spend some time labeling all of these, but that's really a private matter.